Hey there, couch potatoes. Klaus here. I have finally gotten around to finishing my review of the 2018 title Moonlighter from Digital Sun and 11-Bit Studios. It blends shopkeeping, inventory management, and dungeon crawling. Today's review might be a little quicker than usual. I wanted to try my hand at a faster paced review, a rapid fire format of sorts, if you will, where I might not cover every little aspect of the game. But that's enough waffling. Let's jump right in. You play as Will, the last surviving member of his family, who ends up inheriting a little shop. He's raised by his grandfather's friend, who wishes for him to stay away from the dungeons outside of town. But of course, Will has other plans, and he dives into those dungeons to gather loot and keep the shop running. The story is revealed bit by bit through notes found in the dungeons, adding some mystery and intrigue, but I have to say, the drip feeding of info can leave you wanting a little more. It builds the world slowly, but sometimes I felt like I just wanted a little extra context. Moonlighter's core gameplay can be boiled down to two very different elements, shop management and dungeon crawling. Let's talk about the shop first. Managing the store is fun, but there's a catch. It's the pricing. At the start, you don't know what anything is worth. You'll have to gauge your customers' reactions to figure it out. Price it too low and you'll miss out on potential profit. Price it too high and the customers won't buy anything. It's a balancing act, and thankfully the game tracks your pricing history so you can avoid making the same mistakes over and over. But in order to stock your shelves, you will have to venture into the dungeons. I found the combat simple yet tricky in the beginning. Each weapon has a different feel, and you'll quickly learn that some are more your style than others. I was a fan of the gloves and the spears myself. Each weapon also has two moves. For instance, the sword and shield allows you to slash or block attacks. Now here's where things get a little punishing. If you die in a dungeon, you lose all the loot that you have gathered. And trust me when I say, once you've spent 20 minutes collecting potential profit, losing it all can be super frustrating. There's a bit of a Souls-like vibe to the game's difficulty, where dying feels like it sets you back, but it also teaches you to get better. Moonlighter's pixel art is delightful. The dungeons have their own distinct look, and the monsters are beautifully designed. However, I did run into a few performance issues on the Nintendo Switch. In docked mode, there were occasional frame rate dips, and at one point, I had the colors invert for me in some kind of weird glitch. Worst of all, I had the game freeze on me while I was in a dungeon. This caused me to lose all my progress, including any loot I had collected up until this point. It was a real bummer. Overall, Moonlighter is a delightful mix of dungeon crawling and shopkeeping. The loop is addictive at first, especially as you improve your gear and start making higher profits. But after a while, the grind can feel a little tedious, especially if you hit a wall in progress. I'd give Moonlighter a 7 out of 10. It's a solid game with a lot of charm, but the performance issues and the repetitive nature of the grind can hold it back from being perfect. The price tag of $40 feels a little steep to me, but if you can snag it on sale, it's definitely worth checking out. So, what do you think of Moonlighter? Do you prefer the dungeon crawling or the shop management side of things? Did you like the rapid fire review format? Let me know in the comments down below, and while you're at it, don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews and fun content. Catch you later, couch potatoes.